is a trope.
See, and this is where Steven has to go and make pudding, just so he can mush around in pudding.
Vic, why am I shin deep in human shit right now?
Because we fell into a septic tank.
We fell into a septic tank?
I fell into a septic tank. And then, you fell in looking for me.
And yet I see a perfectly good ladder right next to me, which you at no point thought to use to get yourself out.
Well, yes, I had considered it, but you see, 'tis a bit slippy.
Come on! Public outhouses are usually the hub of every community. Where is everyone?
Oh, come now, someone is bound to come by and rescue us, eventually. Let's just pass the time. How about a good old story?
Have you heard the one about the fat cunt who fell down the shitter? The one who was so fat the floor caved in for the people who came after him?
Is that the one with Marlon Brando?
Alright then. Vic, got any good tales to tell? How about you start from the beginning and explain where you got those Vault 13 flasks to begin with? Or, better yet, how'd a guy like you end up running some junk shop in a backwater like Klamath?
She means, how did dumb fuck like you survive as long as you have?
Oi! Alright, you sure you want to know? The story of my life is not for the faint of heart. If somebody said it was a happy tale, somebody lied. But let me assure you, this, like any other story worth telling, is all about a girl.
For the love of Pete, Conrad.
It all begins back in Pembrokeshire, England, in the year of our Lord, 2037. The Vixens were a proud family once, an estate and name passed from father to son for generations beyond count. From the very night of my birth, expectations were already laid upon me. There were some large boots to fill, so to speak. As a young man, I'd earned my commission in Her Majesty's Royal Army, as was expected of a vixen. What I hadn't expected was active duty, but in those days, trouble was rife, and the world rushed towards disaster. Serving in the 69th Armored Division, the Desert Cants joined our European allies for a blistering campaign through the Middle East.
Our orders are straightforward enough, but logistically impossible. Supply lines are stretched to break in as is. Fuel, ammunition, tea for God's sakes. No, this'll have to be a one-man mission, and there's only one man I trust to get it done.
You summoned me, Marshal? I'll have that oil for Queen and country before the kettle's boiled. Just save me a scone.
That's enough. We and I don't need grumpy Bone to tell us this is nonsense. You didn't fight in any war. You aren't 200 years old. And whatever the last bit was, we and I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, Vic, if you're gonna bullshit us, at least do us the courtesy of not insulting our intelligence and make it, plausible.
But it's all true.
How about you, Sulik? I mean, we've seen your tribe, but what was it like growing up out there?
Well, we and I suppose if you want to know, we...
8 geckos shot in a ditch and became imaginary friends with dead people. Thrilling. Now back to my tale. Our non-specific enemy were dug in tight at the refinery. Outnumbered 10 to 1, because there were 20 of them, while I count as 2 people as far as airline seating's concerned. But before the morning was through, the Union flag flew high over the desert that day.
Ah, Vixen, you survived.
Surprised? Oil secured, Marshal. So let's get this convoy fed. Just got to drive through this narrow, rocky valley from which we could easily be ambushed. In a stunning move that no one could have seen coming, we were ambushed. The battle was fierce, as carnage rained down from above. We were penned in, our rear destroyed, while a rockfall brought by an explosion blocked our path. It was there where I heard the words which would change my life.
Vixen, seems to have been bloody well shot. Look at that.
Hold still, Marshal. I'll find you a medkit.
Oh, don't worry about me, old boy. What you need is to blow that blasted roadblock out of the way so the convoy can move. Can't afford to sit here a moment longer. Just like this war. Can't afford to bleed our country dry out here.
What are you blathering on about?
Listen, Vixen. Just get yourself home. Forget about Queen and country and just get back to that sweetheart of yours. Whatever it takes, yes?
Right, all right, I'll bloody well. With that, the battle was won. The Commonwealth had secured fuel enough to extend the war effort by a whole 11 days. With resources depleted, it was time to return home as heroes. The house! What have they done to the bloody house? Economy in shambles, rioters, looters, and anarchists roaming about pillaging hard-working members of the landed gentry. Despite the darkness, however, love blossomed as I finally wed my beautiful Margaret.
When are you gonna stop eating and get a bloody job?
I told you, woman, there aren't any!
You can't stay in pub rest of your life.
Ah, bloody well can. Pete, another pint.
Listen, you know I got family in America, right? Busting in it. Things ain't nearly so bad over to Bond. We can start fresh, Vic.
And leave the estate. Me family home for generations.
Have you seen the housing market lately? Your estate ain't worth the piss water you're drinking, you fat bastard. I don't use that blubbering about sentimentality. You ain't got a sentimental bone in your body. Mental, maybe, but that's it.
And so with that, we left the hellhole that was Great Britain and arrived at the hellhole that was South Canada, or as the natives called it, New Englandshire. Of course, they had problems too. The damn commies had invaded Alaska a few years earlier, and military service was demanded for all incoming men of fighting age. My previous record did me great service at gaining citizenship, and I did my time working mechanics on their fancy tin can suits. Before I knew it, war was done, and things were finally looking up. What do you think, Thornton? Roguishly handsome or handsomely roguish? Sure, it was no estate, but we carved out a quiet little lives for ourselves. A home, a car, a metal man who called me by my name.
Mr. Vic?
And, of course, our firstborn son. But soon, everything was about to change. I'm sorry, hun. I can't hold it in any longer. The pork and beans had finally caught up with me. Oh, also nuclear war.
Margaret! Margaret! Run, your skinny ass! Margaret! Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Let me in!
Female. Margaret, if we die, I want to tell you one thing. The Salisbury steak in the fridge is mine.
And we love you too, Vic.
Oh, shit.
Vault 111. A better future underground. Step in here and put your vault.
We were safe from the bombs, but not from treachery.
This is the one. Here. Let the boy go.
Get in.
That was my Margaret! That was my fucking Margaret!
Open up, open up, open up, open up. Margaret! Margaret! Oh, I swear I'll find the man who did this to you. And when I do, I'll bloody eat him. And so it was. I emerged from that underground bunker, frozen for over 200 years, to a world barren and scorched by nuclear fire. Oh, the nightmares I had to endure, the creatures, the hardships, neither of you could begin to imagine. Oh, yeah, sorry. The year was 2287. Sean had been kidnapped. Margaret, fridged. The car, ruined.
The fucking assholes!
I had but one thing on my mind now. Revengeance.
Wait. 2287? That's like, what 40 years from now?
Told you, he's full of shit.
Just let the story play out. Oh, the many adventures I had. The tales that have gone unwritten. But in the end, with the help of a robot detective by the name of, what was it? Nigel? I forget. I learned of the murder man named Kellogg, cornering him and his robotic minions at Fort Hagen.
And there he is. Most resilient man in the Commonwealth. Really? I thought I had that honor.
You murdered my wife. Took my son. You're a dead man.
Your wife. That was a regrettable accident. Still, this world, this life, you've seen it. Pain, suffering. Death is its only escape. Don't worry. Sean's fine. But I can't give him to you. Because he ain't here.
Fuck you, Baldy.
Let him go. Your time's done. Your son is exactly where he belongs. You know, you surprise me, I have to admit. I find myself actually kinda liking you. I admire your dedication to fatherhood. But I think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end.
If there is a hell, I'm content to know I'm bound for it. Since then, I'll be able to kill you all over again, you piece of shit. Fuck off! Where are you? Howard! Show yourself!
You're not as soft as I thought.
Oh shit, great! Bloody ghost. All right, Kellogg's. Time to see if you really are part of a balanced breakfast.
Wait, you literally ate him?
The guy was called Kellogg, for Pete's sake. I've been holding on to that dumb joke since 2015. I'll be damned if I don't take advantage of it. It was done. A dish of vengeance, unsettlingly lukewarm. And grisly. I was no closer to finding my son, and all a broken man could do was return to the broken hovel he once called home. Oh, bloody hell. Must have been something I ate. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, damn it! Oh, that'll do. Oh. I was murdering me wife looking up for you. God, murder me it is. Where's the flush? What the hell? Somehow, that portaloo had taken me to a new world. To the past! The year was now 2216. The fates, it seemed, had given me a second chance. A second chance to save my Margaret, to return to the scene of the crime and prevent that bastard from murdering her. You there! Which way to Sanctuary Hills?
Sanctuary what now, sonny?
Vault 111, Concord, Boston, Massachusetts, New Englandshire.
Massachusetts, eh? Oh, well, why don't you say so? Well, that's just a short 2,600-mile walk that away.
One small problem, I was on the wrong side of the continent. No! But you know what? That's okay. 70 years or so to get back to Vault 111. I could do that. Didn't matter I had no supplies or means of travel, and I left my wallet back with Metal Man, but I had a plan. To sell my well-honed repair skills across this land, heading east, helping traders and caravans as I went. So I did. For a time.
Oi, mate, I've heard good things about you. Vic, innit? Bit of an handyman, good of his tools, but down on his luck. Sound about right?
What's your point, Tubby?
Well, you bull cunt. I've got this business opportunity, right? I'm in good with lots of trouble types back west. They know me. They trust me. and I've convinced them not to do business with anyone else, right? Exclusivity.
Get to the point, man.
Alright, don't blow a gasket. These types don't know back from barrel on a gun. Now I've got a bunch of orders in, high-end gear, stuff they couldn't build themselves, which makes this all easy. All I need is someone who can manufacture things on the cheap, knows how to cut a few corners, you get me?
How dare you are nothing but a con man, looking to exploit the ignorance of unlearned savages.
That's what I said, wasn't it? You're in or out, mate?
West, you say that's not the way I need to... I mean, no, I won't help you cheat poor people out of...
900 caps on first exchange, split 50-50 on all future profits.
Done. My time with Roy was profitable. In time, the pain of Boston even began to dull. Before I knew it, some 20 years had passed, and truthfully, I had not thought about Boston, Kellogg, Margaret, any of it until, well, right now. I became rooted here. My business, my contacts, even family. I've a daughter, you see, Val in Vault City. Met her mother, must have been my first year out here, so nice woman, but as I'm sure you'll see, settling down in that city has its problems. Least of all due to my association with a certain mustachioed grifter.
Listen here, Vic. I'm on something big here. There's this guy, see? Ed, over in Vault City, who's got his hands on some genuine artifacts from Vault 13.
Vault 13? Not heard of that one. What's so special about it?
Well, I don't know. Nothing to most people. Just another hole in the ground. But I do know one market who'd sell their own mothers to get their hands on anything with a big yellow 1-3 on it.
Scabbing tribals again? Really? I thought we were going legitimate, Roy.
But that's just it, Vic. We don't have to scam a soul. Some long-dead jumpsuit-wearing geezer did that for us. Set himself up as some sort of god to these people who worship anything connected to their vault dweller. Now come on, you can't blame a man for respecting another culture's beliefs now, can you? They want this junk. We'd be doing them a favour.
All right, fine, but we sell at reasonable price.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Although we could fill the flask with Brahmin blood and sell it as Vault Dweller Elixir, genuine blood of the Dashwood, healer of all ailments.
We are not doing another iteration of the damn Brahmin blood scam.
At least I've got business ideas, Vic. I'm carrying this caravan on my arse and can't carry your way on top, so start contributing.
Are you calling me fat?
Oh,
come here, you bloody have you bald bastard! Will you let me get my bloody eye patch? Fuck you!
That's it, Vic. You are done on this caravan circuit. You'll never work out here again.
Good. Not enough for anyway.
Go on! Find some shack to work out of. You'll be out of business in a week, you hear?
That was the last I saw, either hide or hair of Roy. Until a week ago. Anyway, I found Ed and grabbed those vault flasks, to keep him out of Roy's hands if nothing else, and set up my own specialty store in Klamath. Repair and trade in vault tech goods. Next thing I knew, I'd be trading with tribals, fixing things for the den slavers, getting on the wrong side of Metzger, and eventually rescued by a tribal lass, asking about an innocuous vault flask. And there you have it, my whole story. Judge me not for what I have done, but who I am, as a man out of time in more ways than one. An anomaly of both past and future. A husk of a... Are you two even listening?
I'm seeing light through these boulders. I think this is a cave in here. Maybe we could move them?
Grumpy Bone says this is the way we should go, but the boulders are too heavy.
Boulders blocking the road. Maxine, do you have any explosives?
Sure, right here. But the mechanism's pretty banged up from the fall.
Nothing a bit of elbow grease can't fix. Sulik, I'll need one of the wires from your bone plate. Maxine, smear a bit of that gloop over here. It's no adhesive, but it'll do.
This is genuinely disgusting.
Don't worry, lads and lasses. We're getting out of this shit pit.
Grumpy Bone smells methane.
Huh. Good work, Vic.
Weird, I suppose he has his uses.
Oh god. Finally, breathe in that fresh background radiation. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I, for one, really want a shower.
Well, I think we're in luck. I'm quite sure that Rose's Bed and Breakfast has facilities. It's right next to the toilet.
Next door to the toilet, huh?
Well, the building clearly needed renovating to begin with.
You know what? I'm pretty sure we can just find a river or something. Let's just, go. You know, quickly.
That might be best. Onwards to Vault City, then.
Oi, it's them three who brought up the loo. That was the job of the community, that was. Get 'em.
Oh shit, run!
You mean to tell me that this box can travel anywhere in space-time?
Don't believe me? Go on in and have a look. Quite the surprise, isn't it? I forgot to tell you, it's bigger on the...
It's full of shit.
What?
It's just a box full of shit. It's rank.
That can't be right.
It's disgusting.
Oh, God!
That's it. I'm out of here.
Who could have done this?
That is the last time I believe a complete stranger about being a time-travelling space alien. It's all over my shoes and everything.